My question is to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's department said about the NBN connection to his Point Piper mansion, and I quote, "The Prime Minister asked us to make sure it was connected to Point Piper, but our office just had to make sure that everything proceeded smoothly." Can the Prime Minister confirm his department had one discussion with NBN Co and it took just one appointment to get his NBN connection? How was the Prime Minister able to get a speed and service from the NBN that the rest of Australia can only dream of?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Amazing.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the honourable member for her interest in the NBN connections in my electorate. Mr. Speaker, the rollout of the NBN over the hybrid fibre coax network, which is built on coaxial cables made of copper, this is a technology. Apparently, this is the premium service that I and 411,000 other customers are receiving. This is one the Labor Party said was second-rate and outdated and should be junked.
Member for
that's
Greenway.
what they said. They can't have it both ways. Now, for more information on the NBN, I'll ask the honourable Minister for Urban Infrastructure to address the House.
I remind the member for McEwen he's already been warned.
Prime Minister for the opportunity to explore in more detail the question of what Labor's views about the NBN really are, and in particular, what do they think about the HFC, because it seems that Labor has a split personality on the issue of the HFC. The Leader of the Opposition is quoted as saying that Mr Turnbull says that Australian families do not need a first-grade NBN, but he's happy to use one for his own suburb. In other words, he's saying that the Prime Minister is getting first-rate NBN over the HFC, and it is certainly true that the HFC offers a first-rate service, a first-rate broadband service. Now, what does the member for Greenway say on the same topic? Her Facebook page, 11th of February, second-rate HFC. Second-rate HFC. Labor cannot even decide what their views about the HFC are. Is it first-rate, according to the Leader of the Opposition, or is it second-rate, according to the member for Greenway? And of course, if you look at their policy for the 2016 election, what was Labor's policy on the HFC? Under Labor, the rollout of HFC will continue. Well, isn't that interesting? Labor plans to do exactly the same thing with HFC as the coalition does. But we know the member for Greenway has form on this. Remember, she was the one who claimed that a survey, an Akamai survey about broadband in Kenya, was in some way relevant to be compared to Australia when there are 200,000 people in Kenya who have a broadband service. And there was another great contribution from that member when she quoted an Ipsos survey which she said finds Australia ranks lowest for broadband satisfaction. That same Ipsos survey, 19% of Australians in that survey rated the current quality of nuclear infrastructure to generate in Australia as very or fairly good. That's the kind of reputable survey that this member is quoting. They'll say anything on the NBN. We're delivering it.